Hi family, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm OYOKO, but you can call me V. And for today's video, I want to share 5 web series that I really enjoyed. So if you are looking for new web series to watch, stick around, stay tuned. And yeah, the first one will be Brown Girls. So Brown Girls is a 6-episode web series created and written by poet, performer, artist, screenwriter Fatima Ashkar and produced and directed by Samantha Bailey. So this web series follows the friendship of 2 women of color, Lila and Patricia, navigating adulthood in their mid-20s, wanting to fulfill their dreams in Chicago. I really enjoyed watching this series because it was relatable, it was human, it was exploring different themes like relationships, how to deal with loneliness, as well as, seeing on screen a different perspective, a different narrative told by Black people, people of color, queer people. And yeah, it was also celebratory. It was celebrating 2 different cultures. You have one character that is African American and another character that is Pakistani, I believe. I might need to double check that, but I think it was Pakistan. Celebrating those cultures, it made it very raw, it made it very authentic, and I just felt represented by the characters, and it was just really relatable. And I really admire, the work that has been put in, because everything was very grassroots. They crowdfunded this production. It was an indie production, and it was for the community, by the community. Everyone was included in the process. After doing some research, that's what I found out. And Fatima did mention in a few interviews that it was very intentional from start to finish. People were included. It was about honoring the stories of Black and brown and queer people, but also making sure that they are part of the entire project on screen and off screen, and I just praise that. You can watch it on YouTube and you can watch it on the website. I will make sure to put everything in the description where you can check everything out. So the next one is Michiko and Hatchin, and Michiko and Hatchin is a Japanese anime web series created or directed by Sayo Yamamoto and produced by Studio Manglobe, if I have all of this correct. So the premise of the show is that Michiko breaks out of prison to find Hatchin. Hatchin is the daughter of her lost lover who was staying with a foster family at the time, an abusive foster family. So she breaks out of prison to find Hatchin and afterwards to find her lost lover named Hiroshi. So together they go on this quest to find Hiroshi whilst they face various obstacles. So what I really enjoyed about this anime web series is the Black representation in anime. We have Michiko, who is an Afro-Latina, who is fearless, unapologetic, confident, sexually liberated, and she is doing her thing. It was refreshing to see such a strong character that was not really put into the stereotypical Black woman trope, but it was more like, she was doing her thing. She was actually doing her thing, protecting her child and trying to find this man, actually trying to find this guy. I really love the Black and POC representation in this series. I actually don't think it is that common in anime, but again, I don't watch anime that much, but I really enjoyed watching this one. Yeah, it was great to see Michiko's character develop throughout the series and how the emotional bond between her and her daughter, Hannah, became stronger throughout. And it was an interesting dynamic between the two. You could see that there was a strong desire to protect each other, but I was just, I was confused for a few episodes because I was like, okay, this child is, clearly white or very white passing, and then you have this woman that claims to be her mother. They both grew up in an orphanage, so it had a huge impact on how they were interacting with one another, as well as how they would give and receive love. So it made it much more interesting to watch, in my opinion. I must say that the ending was quite anticlimactic. Yeah, because this woman went above and beyond to find this man together with Hatchin. They went above and beyond to find this guy, and the ending, it was just like, it was like, I was disappointed, but this is my opinion. I'm not gonna say too much because if you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. It's worth it. It's worth it. But I was like, no, what the hell? Why? No. Couldn't be me. Could not be me. Could not be me. Not in this lifetime. Ever. But yeah. It's still a great show. It's a great show. You should definitely check it out. But come on. Then we have I May Destroy You, a British comedy drama series by screenwriter, poet, actress, and director Michaela Cole. So the story takes place in London, where Arabella, who is a young novelist, at the very start of her career, she wants to go out to celebrate with her friends. We, as the viewers, slowly start to see what happened that night through flashbacks, and the story unravels, and Arabella finds out that she survived a drug facilitated, and that sets the tone for the rest of the series. Watching the series, there was this weird balance of like comedy, but also exploring these very heavy topics, these themes that people still struggle with. And yeah, she did that brilliantly. It was explorative, it was layered, it was well written, it was complex, it was versatile. The show is amazing. So the next one is Ares, and Ares is a short horror series that was created by Iris Otten, Peter Kuipers, and Sander van Meurs, and it follows Rosa, who is a biracial medical student that gets inducted into Ares, and Ares is a student society that later on turns out to be a elite secret society that has been around since the golden age. So that's the premise right there. The show also makes many references to historical events and the dark history of the Dutch Empire. So she and her friend Jacob, who is part of the society that initially did not want her to join, they find themselves looking for answers, and they are doing this in their own way. In order to obtain and maintain power, sacrifices needed to be made for insidious acts and crimes to establish economic success, wealth, power, social status, etc. Which I thought it was quite interesting to see that come forward in a horror series. Let me point it out now. It was very difficult to watch at times because there was very strong imagery. It was very graphic, but yeah, it was just quite disturbing actually. Let me just say that. It was actually quite disturbing. But I did enjoy watching the series. So we have King Ester, and King Ester is the last series that I would like to recommend. This series is a drama series that contains 7 episodes, and it follows a Black trans woman named Esther, who is based in New Orleans. Throughout the series, you see that she's exploring her identity, is trying to make ends meet to build her career as a singer pre-Katrina. The show was written and directed by screenwriter, director, and playwright Drew Jarrett, whose work explores the intersection of race, gender, and class. and it was executive produced by social entrepreneur and actress Angelica Ross, and who was also starring in the series alongside Janet Hubert and Rowan Amon. I think we should have more stories told by trans people and their experiences. The representation of Black trans people, Black trans women in particular, dark-skinned Black trans women is so important, and having that on screen and having them tell the stories is just incredibly powerful. Yeah, and I think what I really liked about the series is the relationships between Black trans women and cis Black women, how it can look like, how it should be, being supportive and nurturing each other, that you can clearly see in the relationship that she has with her sister. Now, it was just really great to see, you know, a complete different narrative, stories that you don't often see. And I think that's why I really enjoyed watching King Ester. Black trans women are deserving of love. They are allowed to exist, that they can be who they are, who they want to be, that they have a voice and that they should use that voice. You can watch King Ester on YouTube, and I believe on the website as well. Okay, so this is the end of the video, and if you're still watching, thank you. Thank you for staying till the end. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below, if you are going to watch any of these series, if you've seen any of these series, and yeah, which series you would recommend yourself. So I hope you are well. Look at this damn scarf. God, this is happening the entire time. If you see me moving and having different positions with this scarf, you then know why. You know why, because it's actually moving mad. But anyway, I hope you are well. I hope you go well. I hope you stay well. And I will see you in the next video.